9 races at Gore on Saturday, including the Gore Cup and the Gore Guineas. Taking us through the card, Matthew Cross, dead 5.
Yeah, dead 5 track conditions, so a little bit of give in the ground, tight turning track. Somewhat of a horses for courses place. I know the last time we raced there was a lot of horses that didn't cop the conditions. Looking forward to the Gore Guineas, the first of a string of 3-year-old races in Southland, and the undercard's not too bad either.
Exactly, featuring a decent horse, an Upper Hand in the first of the card. Let's see what Upper Hand's come up at. 280, currently at 420 about Macy, getting 550 about Friar Tuck in the first of the card.
I really thought this horse would be $2 or better Upper Hand, therefore he's a bet at $2.80. Tanya Yonka gets a couple of kilos off. You might say, yeah, an apprentice claim and you want to back this horse big. She's in good form and riding with a lot of confidence though, and at the moment in the South Island, that is a big thing. So Upper Hand is a win. My best bet of the weekend in the first at Gore.
Okay, one of my go-to stables too with Brian Gore. Let's move on to the second. This one, the O'Connor Richmond Auto Fund Handicap over 2,000 metres, rating 72 affair here, where favouritism is with a Bowley at 420 ahead of Oropuki Lad at 480 and 180. I think you're keen on this one.
I love Oropuki Lad. First 2 runs back to the races, a couple of placings. Stepping up to 2,000 metres, he's 6 months stronger than we saw him getting to this trip last time, and he was very, very good. Seen the horse in the flesh, he had a lot of strengthening up to do. I'm looking forward to seeing him on track on Saturday. He's a win bet at $4.80, Oropuki Lad. I think he's going to go through the grades. He's a son of Raise the Flag. We saw Premier at Hokitika during the week. I think they're similar sort of horses, and with that time on his side, I think he'll do a good job.
Okay, third of the card is the Robin Archer Memorial Open Handicap over the 1,200 metres. Favouritism here joint between Johnny Jones, Accidental Offside, who's been in terrific form.
Yeah, there's a bit of discrepancy in the weights here, Aidan. Mr. Typhoon gets 3 kilos off for probably the most informed combination of trainer-jockey over the last 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. Cavish Chowdhury and the Pitmans. This horse, Mr. Typhoon, you go back 12 or 18 months ago or even 2 years and they were saying that he was as good, if not better, than Lorenzo's Lads and Senseis. Yeah. He's 850. It's an each way bet, or at least a win bet in this race with no weight on his back. I think if he's put in the right position, then gee, I'm pretty keen to back this horse.
Yeah, he beat Morweka, who went really well at Trentham last start. So, yeah, good form, that's for sure. Race 4 is the regional form forward, a maiden, 13.35. Favouritism here again, shared. Ombre and Liam, inside and outside draws. Which one are you going for, man?
Didn't like what I saw attitude-wise from Ombre last start at Reefed, and he finished into 3rd position. Took a long time to load away into the gates. Clearly, he's got the ability there. Favourite in the barrier draws, though, is Liam at $3.60. Again, Chowdhury Pittman. It's a bet in the race, obviously balloted for the Gore Guineas. I know they've got a bit of time for him too, Liam. So a little bit of oil and a decent enough price, I think, to back Liam in race number 4.
Okay, I was actually Ombre. I was going against you a little bit there, yeah. Gore Cup is the 5th of the card, sponsored by MLT DB Breweries. And this one over the 2,000 metres. Speed likely to come from Come Fly With Me here at 460, but at the top of the market is Princess Brook.
I've found with these sort of races, Aidan, that I never really bet with a whole heap of confidence in these. Princess Brook carrying 58 kilos with a claim at 240. Come Fly With Me is going to lead, so it could become circumstantial in terms of the way that it unfolds. Shark D can pop up every now and then. Tunifar goes well on the track. 5 Kings, well, just depends what sort of mood he's in. And then you've got Irish Express down the bottom who's on the way up. Without a whole heap of confidence, I'll go with Princess Brook, but I'd like to see the way that the patterns are unfolding before race number 5.
Yeah, the way it stands at this stage, I thought Come Fly With Me looked a speed map special in the race. Let's move you on to the 6th. The Farmlands Aon Insurance Handicap, 2,000 metres, rating 65. Gallopers in action. Loose market, although Mossy Creek at 420 and 180 does come up favourite after a good 4th at Omako last time out.
Oh, really good 4th. Was asked to work around the home turn and got tight the last little bit. $4.20 is probably, in terms of the depth of the field and how many there are in here, is about as short as you'd like to see it go. Barrier 9 shouldn't be an issue. She's had that run at 2,000 metres now, and I think that's going to be a big factor for her.
Okay, a tough race though, that one, the 6th. Liquorland Gore Guineas at listed level is the feature of the program there. Here's a market for weaponry at $2.125, unbeaten in the north for Tiako Racing. Jamie Richards, 5 shows $7.50 and $6 Fox and Socks. Like Fox and Socks, Exemplars had a start in the south as well and was a good one at Reefton last time.
It was stepping up in trip as well out of barrier number 16. It's just being the first time that these horses have really met in a decent sort of a race. They've all come together after their preparations. The thing about it, Aidan, is we've got a lot of apprentices riding some nice horses here.
It seems to be the case, though, isn't it? Like we saw in the Kumara Gold Nuggets last week. I think 90% of the jockeys were apprentices.
And you have to take that into account. Therefore, weaponry, surely the $2 is pretty decent sort of shopping. Was there anything outside of it that you had a bit of interest in?
Just tell me a little bit about Super Static. This horse was a 5-length winner at Wingatui. I love my Wingatui form, especially on Boxing Day. Reece Jones goes down to ride. Any chance?
I think it is, from the John and Karen Parsons base, maybe preferring Fire Show over it up the top of the book. Reece, it's a long way to go to Gore to pick up a couple of rides. And as we say, that's going to be a factor. The seniors versus the apprentices, without disrespecting them, that's just we're trying to make money here, and that's just the way that it is.
Yep, I was with weaponry as well. Let's move you on to the 8th at Gore, and this one is the NZB Insurance Pearl Series race, where you're getting $6 about Shirley Maud in a pretty even old go here. This is the one where we're going to pluck one at a decent price, Matt.
You've probably got the most expensive horse on the South Island, Ride It Like You Stole It, who's a stakes-winning half-sister to Ginger Nuts at $7.50, but she only pops up when she wants to. The Sparkle at $7.50 and the Luster at $12. They probably rate okay in terms of their 3-year-old form, coming back at 4. Gifted was good last time. Magic Notes from the Pittman base. Not a lot of confidence here, but the Luster on an each way, more hopeful than anything.
Ride It Like You Stole It was in the Timaru Cup last time out at listed level. I went with Shirley Maud as well. But that's another tough race on that card, that's for sure. The Gore Town and Country Club handicap, that's where you were heading after the last, Matt, and favouritism here was $6.50 Sentient.
This horse actually came into the New Zealand Cup Carnival, and I remember it coming in and it was well supported, and I kind of looked at the horse in the flesh and I thought, right, okay, it must have a bit of a motor in there. Had some strengthening up to do. Back in trip, that's going to be the big factor, I think, for Sentient. So I'll definitely be willing to back that horse in the last race on the program. Perfidia and Shore is both racing well enough, and Son of Surf isn't the worst either. But Sentient on the each way to round out the day for you.
Okay, yeah. In the last, I went with the 10 Shore is. I thought last up win had a little bit of merit there. So best on the program in the first?
First, Upper Hand, I think, will win. 280 is and over. If you're watching this and the price has gotten a little short, if it's getting anything under $2, then we probably we're getting no value out of anything under $2. But
you could
anything
cash
over,
out.
Well, you could cash out, but I would recommend not doing that because Upper Hand should win the first.
Okay, there's the Gore selections, courtesy of Matt Cross.